Welcome back to the Banner Bar. My hair's fucked up, so I'm wearing a hoodie for her right now. Holly's hair is not fucked up, so she's just her lovely self. It's happy hour. Let's get into it. Those are big beers, and you know the expectation for the third episode of the night is that you drink everything, right?
Pound them. Yeah.
It's what you chose.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it'd be big.
For some reason, of everything on the list, you kept coming back to pickles and tomatoes. So we're going to do it.
One of my meals today was made up of just one of those things.
Tomatoes, I would guess?
Wrong.
It's pickles?
I love pickles.
Oh, shit. Okay. I have found quite a love of pickles more recently myself. I feel like the more I taste pickle juice, the better it gets. Mm. So we're going to start off on your side with the Pina Picante.
Pina.
This is one of 4 Modelo Cheladas.
Okay. And the question be, if you were going to hold up a sign at a protest, what would it say?
So this is pineapple and chili pepper. And there's got to be an ABV here somewhere.
I smell that pineapple right off the bat.
This is
very fruity.
It's only 3.5%, which sounds weird, but when you put tomato juice in something, it's kind of what you expect.
Pina Picante. Wow, okay.
So I'm expecting at least medium body, right? If it's got tomato juice in it and it's supposed to be pineapple and pepper, chili pepper?
Yeah. Chili pepper.
Fuck.
That's about the color I'd expect to see it. I like this as a starting off point.
Oh, I do too.
It's got a nice... it's different than... I've never had any kind of these Chelada beers. They're totally new to me. This is quite interesting.
Yeah, tomato juice you're only picking up in the body. So it feels heavier. Even though it's a light beer, you get a lot of pineapple and a very small kick of like chili powder. It's spicy, but it's not hot at all.
Wow, that is so interesting. I love that.
I guess I kind of do love that it's as weak as it is because you could drink a shit ton of it. 3.5%, right? Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't understand how they got Chelada out of this. They must have used like green tomatoes, which even those have quite a bit of flavor on this, but I don't really taste tomato. I feel it. Like you notice it in the mouthfeel. Fucking hell.
I like the pineapple. I mean, that's what's gonna bring me back. Is that pineapple and that little bit of interesting spice note.
And a rating?
Oh, I'm going to give that... Oh, I have nothing to compare it to, so it's hard. It's hard.
Most Cheladas think SpaghettiOs sauce.
Well, I like SpaghettiOs. I grew up on
not knocking it.
I like SpaghettiOs. I'm going to start with a solid 6 on this. Solid 6.
I'm going to sound ridiculous here. 8.
Okay.
I could fucking drink it.
Yeah.
And drink it and drink it. There's something satisfying about the mouthfeel and the weight of it on top of the flavors. I could just drink the piss out of this. So our question...
Yes. If you were going to hold up a sign at a protest, what would it say? I've held up signs at protests.
God, that's tough.
It's a hard question because, like, what does a sign at a protest really do? I mean, really, in all scheme of things.
That's why it's tough.
I know what mine would say if I had to. It had to say something.
What would it say?
It would say, "Disrupt the corrupt." Because, like, who couldn't get behind that?
Yeah.
That's all it has to say. That's what you think.
That's a beast of a question. And I'm a little too intoxicated to be answering this question. But you kind of took the vein of my answer. We're not a true democracy.
Mm-mm.
So you're voting for representation. My wish for the public would be that you voted in the primaries no matter what. Go vote.
Yeah.
Because that's your opportunity to vote your voice. But if for some reason, in the general, no one fits for you, don't feel like you have to vote. You're sending a message, right? You don't have to vote for these corrupt fuckers. You don't have to do it. This will not fit on a sign. This is the problem.
No, and I tell people all the time, you're not like voting to vote a person in. You're voting to like let them know like you're gonna get out of your recliner and go speak your voice, even if you acknowledge like it's not gonna do any good.
Yeah, it might not be. You have to vote your conscience.
Yeah. On
some level.
Yeah.
So I'm completely against voter shaming.
Pickle beer.
That's good. Pickle beer. Bloody Mary, actually.
I saw an airy and I wasn't... Every time I pour this or this gets poured, I feel like there should be red. Is that just me?
Fuck, that Pina Picante is good. And no, you're not wrong.
So good. Oh, so I should expect red.
So, have you had a pickle beer before now?
Yeah. One. Only one.
And it was just the normal pickle?
I'm pretty sure it was this. I'm pretty sure it was Best Made Fort Worth. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I've seen this around.
So they've released like 10 so far, different variants.
Smells like pickle. How many chances do you give people before giving up on them? Whew. This is good. This is spicy and I like it.
Yeah. As it should be. Bloody Mary, you're thinking...
Yes.
Tomato juice, liquor, and then you've got like celery stalks and pepper.
This is what I want my Bloody Mary to taste like.
Okay.
This is exactly spicy. I like celery. This is what I want my Bloody Mary to taste like.
The cool thing about this one is it does mix the Chelada with the pickle. So you get a lot of the tomato in line with the pickle. Now, the thing that some people might not like about Bloody Mary in general is it has a black pepper kick to it. Now, it's a bit spicy, but if you can dig it, you can fucking dig it.
I dig it.
And I'm telling you, the more I taste these pickle beers, the more I just want to fucking drink them. I'm going to go with a 6, though. I don't think I could go any higher. I'm trying my best. But it'd be rough to get through too much of this. And I feel like it's going to give me heartburn.
It is spicy. Man. Yeah, I could only have like... Ooh, yeah. You're right. You're right about that. I could only have at the very most one, and then I might need to have nothing but water.
Yeah.
And for that reason... I'm going to rate it a little bit lower than I normally would. You gave it a 6?
Personally.
I'm going to give it a 6 too.
Okay.
I really, really dig the flavor. So
yeah.
I really do.
It's got a nice kick to it. It's just hard to drink a bunch of it.
Such a good kick. If I just had one beer with my brunch, this would be it. And it honestly would be perfect.
Yeah. Right about the time of day you're craving like
a
really pickle somewhere. Yeah. I have chorizo almost every day, which...
I love chorizo.
Vinegar. It's a vinegared meat. Vinegar and chili pepper, I think, is primary.
I didn't realize it was vinegary meat.
Oh, dude, yeah. Sorry for calling you dude.
Why are you sorry? I call everybody dude.
You're a dude.
I literally call everybody dude.
See,
I call my boss dude. Like,
I'm so insecure about this word war shit that people have been in.
Don't be insecure around me. You can call me anything. You can say anything as anything. I use slurs in my writing.
I appreciate you. I use slurs in my writing as well, but I use them from a particular perspective.
Absolutely. There's no hate in my heart for any particular person because of anything other than like something I know. Do y'all know what I'm saying?
I do. A lot of people do hate, though, and I don't think that's to be discounted.
No,
We
absolutely
both
not.
understand that.
Yeah.
You just can't get that across to everybody.
No, you can't. You know what? Fuck everybody, because you can't get everything across to everybody.
So speaking of people getting it wrong, how many chances do you give them before giving up? Because, you got to put a numerical value on human relationships.
So I've become a lot more mature since last year.
It's been a long one.
And
I can vouch.
I really feel like I'm only going to give people 2 chances. And it's that like whole, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. It's fine. I will extend like a little bit of embarrassment, humiliation on my part to like see if you did just make a mistake, because everybody makes mistakes. But yeah, I can't do any more than 2. I cannot allow it anymore because I just can't.
Okay.
Superficially.
Now,
there are other cases where it's like, I'll give you every chance, all the chances, but superficially, we're talking like people I don't know very well and you showing like red flags.
Okay.
You get 2 chances with me.
At least you're giving 2.
Yeah, you get 2 chances.
I think some people don't even give half a chance.
True.
They just kind of cut.
Absolutely. I feel like I don't get half a chance when I give people 2 chances.
I've tried that lifestyle. It doesn't really work. Personally, I know because humans grow and they do learn and they do change. I think about the people who've given me chance after chance after chance, and I've finally stepped up to the plate for one thing or another. I don't like to limit it. I think in my head sometimes that I will, right? Like, I'm going to give you 3 tops, and then we're just dunsies. But it doesn't work that way. And I'm sorry for saying dunsies. I totally did.
You did.
But it doesn't necessarily work that way. I've always been a forgiving person, and apart from some extreme circumstances, a few weeks are going to go by, and I am still someone that's on your side. I'm going to try for the best in you. That's where I'm at. Please don't take advantage.
Yeah, no, for the most part, I'm on your side. I just, may not want anything to do with you.
I think it makes sense in a lot of people's lives. 2 chances, I think, is completely respectable.
Like you said, most people don't give you half a chance.
Yeah. They'll ghost you and not tell you any. You have no idea what the hell just happened.
And then come back a year later and be like, I'm sorry, my life's just such a piece of shit and I fucked up. I'm sorry.
Out there sharing fucking memes. You know what you did. They know what they did. Don't let them lie to you. They know what they... No, we don't. Most of us don't have a fucking idea.
Are you calling me out right now?
No, not you. I mean, maybe you do that. I don't fucking know.
Everybody who pisses me off knows they pissed me off. Nobody's walking around like, why is Holly not talking to me anymore? They all fucking know.
How am I still here? That's my question. Because I've pissed off damn near everybody. I spent years posting like political rants.
So did I, and a lot of people unfriended me because I am more conservative. You know what though? I also like to think for myself. So the right side thinks I'm very, very left, and the left side thinks I'm maybe more right than they like. And I'm okay with that.
You're a fan of bodily autonomy, but not necessarily. Oh,
I'm a fan of what I'm a fan of. Period. Get out of my business.
Okay.
Period.
Don't box her in.
Not you, but I mean like anybody.
Don't box her in. We slowed down a little there.
Don't box me in. All right. Hey, can I pour the next one?
Yeah. Can you pronounce the name of that one? That's my question.
Okay, Chelada.
Naranja Picosa?
Naranja Picosa.
We are close to Mexico, but we don't speak the language.
I've taken Spanish in 3 different classes. I'm gonna tell you right now, can't pronounce the orange one.
I grew up with a ton of beautiful Hispanic people and knew a lot of the language at one point, but I don't pretend to have retained that information throughout the course of my adult life.
That's a hard thing to retain, especially when I have an ear for accents.
I would rather just shut up than be wrong.
This is true.
This is orange and chili pepper. Noticing a trend, except limon y sal is going to be different. Have you fallen asleep in the middle of a get-together? The person with a chocolate bar in her chicharron package has not. Okay, we'll talk about it. This one smells pretty. This almost smells like a dreamsicle.
That is orange.
I guess it's not salty. It's just supposed to have chili powder in it.
That does smell like a dreamsicle. Wow.
The tomato is probably giving it creamy notes. I'm curious to see whether or not you pick up chili powder, but it's hard to know because I'm still on fire from the Bloody Mary.
Ooh.
Light fire.
Ooh.
Did you taste it?
Ooh.
My favorite part is the one I really like is not at the table. The chamoy one.
Chamoy.
Uh-huh.
Where do I know that?
Don't know. Lucas Popsicles, probably.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I dated a Mexican. He was the worst. Not because he was Mexican.
What are you talking about over here?
This guy that I dated lied to me.
How many guys did you date? You got story fucking everything.
I have a lot of stories. In fact, this is so funny, Shane, but like, I'm going to write a musical one day, and it's about all the guys, and it's going to be so good. This is so good.
This is a screwdriver with...
This is so good.
Like, salt.
It is. It's orange with salt. It's so good. I love it.
It's a baby amount of chili powder.
I really love it.
But it's mostly salt.
It reminds me of something. Oh.
Soda?
Izzy's Clementine soda. That is exactly what it tastes like, except for the salt, which is really good.
I can't tell if it has a kick or if I'm still just being punched by the Bloody Mary pepper, but I think the chili pepper is coming through in this.
It's got a little bit of kick, yeah.
Just a baby amount in the back of your throat.
That's my favorite so far. I'm going to go with an 8 on that. That's special to me.
I'm going to say 6. That sounds really strange coming from me because I love clementines. I love salt. I love chili powder, chili pepper, whichever you prefer. Thing is, there's something about it that just doesn't marry as well as I want. This one for me doesn't have as much drinkability as this one. Is essentially where I'm at. So if you've fallen asleep in the middle of a get-together, I know you're in love right now, and you're going to eat your spicy chicharrones.
I don't fall asleep at get-togethers because I'm not a bitch.
I wait till I get to my car, and then I fall asleep.
I will sleep in my car. I think we've already established that. But I'm going to fall asleep at a get-together. That's some pussy shit.
You know what's funny?
And I'm not talking about a pussy in the sense of having a pussy, but a pussy having no goddamn sense trying to push me.
She's worried about it. What you think about pussy?
Nope.
Do you remember parties back in the day?
No, I was never invited to them. I was legit never invited to any parties. And I could party out party all y'all.
You weren't invited to my party? Why were you always at my damn apartment? Or at Joel's house?
Because I crashed parties.
This is bullshit. I was driving by and saw you were having a good time, so I stopped in.
What's up?
You just happened to be the person that Cody would never kick out at the end of the night. He would kick every fucking woman out of the apartment, except for Holly. Come on.
I don't remember that. But I'm talking about like in high school. I was never invited to any parties.
Well, I think that's before my time.
It was before your time. I'm not including you.
It's probably a good reason.
I mean, technically it wasn't before your time, but...
I wasn't checking IDs.
No.
I don't know.
He was definitely checking ideas. And he
I
was
also
like, you're
wasn't
not
sleeping
invited.
with you, so that helps. What the fuck were we talking about?
IDs.
Falling asleep. My cousin Toby, co-host of the show, used to show up at our parties. He would come over to the parties. He would drink enough to get drunk. And then I think he felt like he was drunk. And so he'd see himself out. And he'd go sleep in his car.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, why didn't you just party with us or sleep in my bed or something? You didn't have to go sleep in your fucking car all night.
Some people are more comfortable that way.
Okay. I never thought to sleep in my car back in the day. I don't know why.
I loved my car. Like, it was always a safe haven. Music, client seats. I don't need other people.
I never got in your car.
I don't need other people. No, I don't think you ever were in my car either.
No. I spent a lot of time outside of your car.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it makes people mad that I don't want them in my car.
You don't fall asleep in the middle of a get-together. I did once.
No, I'm not getting a dick drawn on my face.
You can't really call it a get-together. It was a Halloween party. About a quarter of the people had passed out already because everyone was too drunk. I think it was Jennifer and Joel's wedding thing. It was a Halloween party.
Yeah.
Somebody ended up wrecking the car trying to get out of the driveway of the... Anyway, we wound up at an apartment complex, and my ass goes... I'm sitting outside with Dee and Joel and some other folks, and they're all talking. I fell asleep between two cars on the ground in the middle of an apartment complex between two cars. And I woke up to them just kicking me, laughing and shit. And then I had to pee real bad, so I walked into the apartment. And one of the guys that we know was dating one of a set of twins. And never mind. I'm going to leave this alone.
Can't talk about twins and then stop the conversation.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense in my head. I guess it does because I had some experience with one of them.
The twins?
Yeah.
The twins?
Not the... Never mind. This is really bad. I can't go down this rabbit hole. Suffice it to say, I walked in and he was in like a flowery thong thing. Just kind of naked on the couch with a twin on each side, and they were all asleep. And I really wondered what had happened, but I was too engulfed by the need to piss to see it through. And then I went back outside after I peed and fell asleep again between the two cars.
Outside?
Yeah, I trusted Dee to take care of me back then, essentially.
Mm. All right.
Yeah. You ready?
So
You have a story.
That you between two cars.
Yeah. Is that the way it always happens?
I've never fallen asleep between two cars, but I could see it comforting, being comforting.
I'm pretty sure the night of my Aunt Jennifer's wedding, she was in a cat suit. And we were talking outside, and she wound up throwing up in her own parking lot between two cars. She's sitting Indian style, throwing up into her own lap, and fell asleep. So you really can't beat that.
No, you can't. Not throwing up in your own lap and then falling asleep in it.
So next up is the Chelada of Limon y Sal, which is
What's that?
lemon and salt.
Oh.
No, excuse me, it's lime and salt.
I didn't
Right.
know. Well, limon is lemon. It looks like a lime, though, doesn't it?
I want to say right off the top,
That's lime.
this smells beautiful. We've had a number of lime and salt drinks. This smells beautiful.
That tastes like lime. That is.
If you're thinking
not
of the
fruit that you mix with the whole drink, that is a drink that you mix with a small. That is a flavor you mix with a small drink.
it's the chasers on a shot of tequila without any tequila. That's what I'm smelling.
Yeah, salt and lemon.
Speaking of, question is what goes through your head when someone asks you to do shots with them?
I got 2 answers for this, but I'm sure we need to talk about the beer first.
Salt, I don't really pick up. I pick up like a beautiful, rich lime.
This tastes like straight up, smells like straight up seawater. Salt. And the lime. This is not something I could drink a whole thing of. Blech.
So think about this. Lucas salt. Like a very mild Lucas salt with some like tomato body to it. It's kind of where I'm at.
Mix this with my margarita. This is the beer I want sticking in my...
Fuck yeah. Fuck a Corona.
Beer. Yeah, fuck a Corona all day long. This is what I would take in my beer. My beerita is what they call it, yeah. Yeah, I'm not a Corona or a Dos Equis fan. But I like a Modelo, and I would take that.
I'm going to give this a 7.
Take it all day long.
I could drink the piss out of this. That's me personally. But I like that the salt kicks just enough. The lime punches a little more, and then you have that medium body, even though it's a light beer, you have that medium body from the tomato. It's gorgeously done, just like the Pina Picante. Now, whether you want lime and salt, or you want your pineapple and chili pepper, it's up to you. Both of those are gorgeous. Not to take away from the orange.
I like how you added that last bit there. Because I was certainly not feeling like you were ragging on my orange.
I knew you were coming for me.
I was not. You can have your own opinion. I have no qualms with that whatsoever. The lime is good. It's not my favorite. On its own, I'm going to give it a 5. But, like I said, I would have it in that beerita all day long. I just couldn't drink a whole one. I would share it with somebody.
You might be at home in your head thinking of sour. This isn't necessarily sour. You get a lime fruit and salt punches in a different way. Like if you were really tasting your tequila shot for just the chasers, you're not going to get sour. It's not sour. It's just a beautiful salty fruit.
I mean, I'm still sipping on it. It certainly is not, it's very refreshing. I can sip on it.
So what do you think about when someone asks you to do shots? When someone asks you to do shots, I gotta look at the wall right quick. I don't know.
My second thought is, I hope they don't cheers, then slam their drink down, then shoot it. Because I just think that that's lame. And that's an extra step that we don't need. Because why?
Just drink the shit.
Just drink it. Especially if it's like the fucking cheap shit. Who gives a fuck? What's this extra slamming on the counter bit?
That always struck me as like a secret handshake type thing. You know, it makes drunks feel good about what they're doing.
Yeah, but when I don't do it, sometimes people are like, what? Like it throws off their vibe. And I'm like, yeah, I don't do that just because everybody does that.
You ruined my night. Burping this, by the way, it may be burping these together. Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, I was going to say Runts.
Runts works too. Somewhere in that vein. It's fruity.
When somebody says they want to do shots with me, I immediately think they want to get me drunk. Period. Isn't that what we're trying to do?
And I think that, people are drinking to get drunk, not to necessarily taste what they're drinking. Which the problem for me, I don't drink to get drunk. I drink because I genuinely like the flavors of things. It's a problem. I would love to drink cranberry juice all night and it'd be awesome. But I like the bready, hoppy notes to things. It's a problem. Anyway, that's an answer. Are you ready to switch it up?
Yeah, let's do it.
Bread and butter time.
Wow, okay.
I'll let
Bread
you.
and butter. Sounds like Mimi's house.
It's another Martin house. This is their...
that is Martin house of Mimi Martin.
Mimi Martin. There you go. By the way, I don't think we gave ABV on this. It's another 3.5. I'm going to guess all the Modelos are 3.5.
I'm not a bread and butter pickle kind of gal.
So here's the thing. I like the pickles. I don't know if I want to drink the juice.
Oh, it's so buttery.
This one is about twice as strong as any of these Cheladas, though. This is 6.5%.
Ooh.
So you can drink half of what you drink in a Chelada. Get pretty throwed.
I definitely smell the pickle. Definitely smell the pickle.
See, I wasn't even sure. They say bread and butter, but in my head, it's always like you took pickles, you put ketchup in the pickles for some. You know what I mean? Like it's got that sweet.
Yeah, it's like a burger, almost like with
burger is good. Maybe a little bit of onion or something, right? Onion powder. Question: which X-Men character would you most like to be? I have to try it. You done said burger.
That's what it tastes like. A burger.
Yep. Onion, ketchup, maybe some mustard.
Yeah, like a McDonald's kids meal burger.
Fucking McDonald's.
With the chopped pickles and onions.
It's McDonald's. Yes, pickles and onions.
Yeah.
A little bit of ketchup.
Yeah, a little bit of ketchup. Yeah, because we don't even put mustard. We don't put anything else because the kids might not like that. They like ketchup though.
Might even get the hint of cheese here. It's McDonald's.
Might get the hint of cheese. Yes. Oh man, I love those burgers so much. And then I remember when I started getting 2 of those Happy Meals when I was bigger.
What? I'll be the first to say I'm not a huge McDonald's fan. I can eat it happily, like a Happy Meal, but a liquid form doesn't exactly get the same.
No.
It's like if your soda was the taste of the cheeseburger. That's rough, though. I'm going to go 3. I don't think it's forgettable. It is slightly unpleasant for me.
It's almost like a joke. It's almost like we had this pickle beer and it was like good because it was like this tangy, sour pickle juice in this beer, but then they're like, oh, what about bread and butter pickles? This is sour sweet pickles. So like, no, that's a joke. You don't really mean that. I'm going to go with unpleasant too because I wouldn't be able to drink it. It feels like a novelty beer to me, not a real one.
Some people really like bread and butter pickles.
Some people really do.
There's something to be said for eating a meal and eating, some bread and butter pickles on the side. I'm telling you, it doesn't play in liquid form. It just doesn't work as well. Like when you think about drinking pickle juice, probably not going to drink the bread and butter pickle juice. You're going to drink just the normal fucking pickle juice.
Yeah. I want something in this.
I want a 1/4 pound beef patty in this. A little bit of bun.
I would totally take a 1/4 beef poundy. I would take a poundy in this.
If you could make like a sandwich sauce out of this or something, I think it can be pretty good. But on its own, for me, it just doesn't work. I rated. Did you rate?
I did. It's a 3 for me. Okay. Unpleasant.
So we agreed.
Yes.
X-Men. Who you gonna be?
Magneto.
I don't know why I'm surprised by that because I'm not surprised by that, but I am surprised by that.
Mm-hmm. Keep them on their toes.
Do you relate to like the came through? You just want the power.
The power.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
I hate my answer, but it's always been the same. I'm storm. I love the idea of being able to control the weather, even if it's just the wind. Always loved that. Simple answers, simple question, definitely a simple beer. We're moving on to the mango and chili Chelada from Modelo. I'm going to pass this on to you and ask El Questionio.
Okay.
I saw you pour that.
I did. I need a glass.
You still got a dark beer over there, too.
I do. I'm going to finish that, but I don't know if I could do the pickle.
You ready?
Yeah.
Question is, what's a major difference between your younger self and who you are now? This is mango and chili pepper.
That also smells really good. It's reminiscent of that Naranja. Naranja.
Yeah. See, I like this more. I think mango is understated in the world of fruit. Orange gets a little outdone.
You know what I think?
I'm sorry.
You know what I think? No, I'm going to interrupt you right now. Why are you sorry? I think that the orange is overlooked. Even though everything seems to be orange, I really feel like we take it for granted. And I feel like everything is mango right now, and mango really isn't that great. I just think that we're being told that it's great, but really it's not.
Yeah, on its own, mango is weird. It's stringy. Now, clementine...
There's a very small time frame for which it's ripe and too ripe.
Clementine is a beautiful fruit. I'm telling you, there's something about that one that just doesn't hit as hard for me as the other ones. I think what we're learning is people are going to have their own preferences on these Modelo Cheladas, but they're not bad so far.
Let me ask you something, though. Which one tastes more syrupy? The mango one or the orange one?
Definitely the mango one. The mango one tastes more syrupy. It leans more toward the like Boone's Farm side. It's got a sugary feel to it, in my estimation. I could try them side by side if you prefer.
I'm not a fan of the mango. I also might be just really...
She's salty.
I'm salty about the Mexican.
I love how understated the chili is in this. No, this one smells beautiful. Breakfast orange juice. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
Try the orange.
Reminds me that's what this is.
I thought you tried I thought this was the mango. That's the mango. Okay.
This one is like a screwdriver for breakfast. That's where I'm at. I love mango's flavor when it's paired with something. I'm that guy.
You were gonna have to edit this because this tastes like gas station fucking mango candy that you stick in the chili. I'm not a fan.
So you don't have to be a fan. I grew up with that. That was like most of my friends growing up. We had those candies.
Mine too,
all the
but
time.
like they'd give them to me and I'd be like, I don't get it.
Oh.
I think I just don't like mango.
I
think
still
I've
eat
tried,
those.
but I just don't like mango.
To this day, I still eat these. It's in my lane. It's more toward the chamoy. I dig this. Hold on.
I'm not into the chamoy. I guess maybe that makes sense. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna go 7 on that one.
I
I thought maybe 6. It's 7 for me.
I'm gonna go 4. Maybe I just didn't bias against that mango.
You're worried about having to agree with somebody. You don't have to agree with anybody.
I'm not worried about agreeing.
I'm
I'm not worried about agreeing with anybody. I just don't want to be hateful against mango for no real reason.
No, I mean the fruit. I will agree. The fruit itself, it's a weird one. I've tried to buy it and just eat it on its own. It doesn't do it for me. It's weird.
And it's not a great texture either. Kind of slimy, kind of spongy.
You're right about this one. It's not straight orange. That's clementine.
It's not a syrupy orange. It's a very crisp, clean clementine
it
taste.
is.
That's my favorite one.
And I'll give you that. This is a little more syrupy. But I'm looking for that weight in a Chelada.
Yeah, no, I could see that.
I still think that one's king.
That was the second favorite of mine. That was very good. I love pineapple.
Yeah.
I love pineapple. I love that eating so much of it that it gives you the burn on your tongue and your lips. I like that.
And the difference between your younger self and who you are now?
Why did you answer that one first?
A major difference between your younger self and who you are now. I can answer this one if you prefer.
Yeah, please do.
I was pretty self-righteous as a younger individual. I thought so I was a fat kid. I had to wait to, fall in love and have the reciprocal physical experience. And I assumed once you felt that and had that, it was going to stick and that would be your thing. I didn't understand how people moved from relationship to relationship or cheated or did any of that sort of thing. And I do not have those feelings anymore. I don't have that sense of judgment anymore. Relationships are hard and they're complicated. And everything is different for everyone. So I try not to judge the way that I did as a younger individual, because I really did. Like specifically, I remember judging my mother for some of the things she did, and all she did most of her life was try to take care of us kids. So if anybody earned it, she fucking earned it. But I still gave her hell. And I hate that. You still don't have an answer, do you? I'm the same person, except I'm better.
I just hope I'm different and I'm not just playing myself and thinking I'm different. But one thing I do not care what my parents think. I don't even talk to them hardly. I mean, not that I don't like them or anything, but like what they cared about meant so much to me. And now it's like, I almost want to freak them the fuck out.
I can see that.
Yeah.
If this helps. Younger, you were quirky, you were cool, you were kind of free-spirited, but I don't think you had that confidence of, I am who I am. Yeah, I think you should have always had confidence. I don't feel like you always had the confidence.
No.
You loved who you were.
Mm-hmm.
You just expected that you couldn't have the appropriate level of confidence until the rest of the world loved who you were. That's kind of how I felt when you were younger.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I needed to be accepted before I could accept myself, but like nobody was ever going to accept me, so I just had to do it. Which I have now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
clearly.
That's a major difference. Clearly. For sure. And that's why, I would rather freak my parents out than have them accept me. Because you're my parents. You brought me into this world. Accept me or die, honestly. Like, I don't...
I'm going to accept you as a parent. That's where I would be.
I would never be a parent and not accept my kid. If you're not hurting others, there's no reason in the world I wouldn't accept you. Not a reason in the world.
Yeah. The most beautiful thing, even to this day, that I can remember reading, your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. You have these little imitations of you and your partner. That's not you.
How cute. Yeah.
They are their own people, and you have to be ready to accept them. Period. Even fucking Dahmer's parents accepted him. Get off the train if that's not you, because the rest of us are interested in being good parents to kids and loving people for who they are.
Yeah.
Soapbox demolished.
Yeah.
Like these Cheladas. Fuck damn. It's like 2 a.m. you got me drinking tomato pickle beers. It's awesome. I'm going to go in there and finish off that IPA growler. That's what I'm going to do.
I'm finishing this orange guy because he spoke to me.
It's yummy.
He's yummy.
It's yummy. Anyway, help us keep the combo going in the comments, and we'll see you next time for another round at
the Banter Bar.
Farewell, beer snobs.
I'll just leave you a little sip in case you want to go back.
I appreciate the sip. I think I could drink quite a bit of this.
I just want to see how it feels in my mouth.
I guess we'll see you next time.
On the Banter Bar.
By the way, I apologize that we have not talked more in depth about who you are, why you're here, what you do.
Don't apologize. You don't fucking apologize to me.
I mean, that's kind of my way of saying, do you have anything you want to share with viewers?
Oh, with viewers.
Because you said earlier you like to piss it all away, so maybe they can't find anything, but I know you do game streaming, you're working on Friday Street Days, you got the materia thing going.
Oh, yeah. So
Just those little things, you know, nothing big, nothing you want to talk about, right?
not really. Yeah, so you know, I'm like working on this show, Friday Street Days, if you're interested in participating in any way. It's pretty cool. You know, you may not get it if you're not from Denton. And if you're not from Denton, then maybe you're not cool. But maybe you are, regardless of where you're from. And you have creative inclinations. Maybe you like the way I look on this video. Who knows? I'm not here to judge. You interested? Check our shit out. Yeah, Friday Street Days. Materia Prima. Materia Prima Productions. Galpal 13.
Yeah. See, what fucks with me is I haven't checked out any of the gaming streams. I know you do them. It's kind of fucked up because I play a bunch of video games too. But
The gaming streams are great. Yeah, no.
you have fun
Yeah,
with that?
this chick here like plays games and does the whole thing during the whole game. You know, I comment and I curse and we talk about the game and I play games and you guys like games, right? You like chicks that play games, right? I'm a chick that plays games. Not like games emotionally, but games like on computers and stuff.
Not the emotion. I'm not playing with your head.
I'm really not. I got better things to do. I could if I wanted to, but I'd rather play video games and stream and stuff. I don't care about your money. I make my own money. I pay my own rent. I don't need you. I got 2 kayaks, but I like you. I like you, and I want you.
I got 2 kayaks. Threw it out there again. Okay, brutal question before we go. You ready?
Yes.
Top 3 games.
Okay, so I really liked Alan Wake. That was just a beautiful game. It was a good story. Got me thinking. I love that game.
I haven't played it.
It's a good one. I really like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay.
2 with Tails. That's a favorite of mine.
You're speaking my son's language right now.
That's a good one. And I really like Mario Kart.
Nothing wrong with that.
I really like Mario Kart.
Do you have a preference for which game?
I'm an N64 when it comes to that. Oh, I also really love Burnout 3 on Xbox.
Yeah, okay. What happened to those games? What the fuck? They were some of the most fun you ever had, and then they just stopped making them. They did Paradise City, right? But it wasn't the same.
Yeah, it was not the same. I have that on computer. But I remember being a senior in high school and going up to my sophomore brother at like his nerdo lunch table and being like, hey, so I'm getting off at like 4th period. Can I play Burnout when I get home? And he'd be like, what are you gonna do for me? And all of his nerd friends would be like,
nice.
And I'd be like, not a goddamn thing. You're just gonna let me play your fucking Xbox and you're not be a bitch about it. And he'd just be like, fine, but I'm gonna be home and then I'm gonna wanna play. And I'd be like, whatever, I've got shit I need to do and friends I can hang out with before that. Look, I'm holding on to my backpack. I got friends gonna hang out with anyway, so it's like, whatever, you get off school, and like, whatever, I'm gonna go have fun. Whatever, be done.
This took a turn I was not anticipating, but them's the breaks. Especially back in the day when we were playing Burnout.
That's such a fun game. Good
That's
soundtrack, too.
That's our show. Look forward to more Holly, because she will definitely be back.